One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Dukes ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. It's Browning. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Give to the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real.
Going for it all. The end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
On the direct snap, it's Scott. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Oh, he's got some space. 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, James Madison.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders.
And he's still running after the move. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw that.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll try the left side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to get the edge on the right. Finds a little space. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas State.
Let's go. Let's go. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Texas State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
21,
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Scott. Got a little space. Picks up the first down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Here's a heat. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that and start.
He's looking deep. Pulls it in down the middle. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. Receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, you love those plays as a defense when the quarterback gets a little bit sloppy and floats one out there, and you just got an opportunity to run underneath. You got to run underneath that thing and squeeze it and make the play. You can't look where you're running before you catch it. Maybe he was peeking ahead a little bit.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Scott. Sweet cut there. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to.
He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And the Dukes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on third. Pocket breaking down. They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going. toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Bobcats have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Leaves it with the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Looking for room at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Find some fresh air. Got the 1st down and more. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run.
Set to kick this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up your...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterback.
Makes the catch at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Under fire. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Madison offense will take over 1st and 10.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Scott. Got room to work. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the ground, it's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, James Madison. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Number 12.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reddick. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quarterback adapting. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the third down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Texas State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. How about the offense both teams put on display in this first quarter? Huge early numbers. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Dukes. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 21 to Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Reese. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their...
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bobcats! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Reese. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Looking for room, it's Browning. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
21-yard line.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Had to get rid of it quickly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And here comes the offense on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it at the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They give it to him again. There he goes. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dukes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Reese. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Dukes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Reese. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, James Madison. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bobcats are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Shakes off the defender. Breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On the direct snap, it's Scott. Makes it past the marker. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Yeah, and there's not a defensive coordinator in America that on 3rd and 10 is not thinking about pass. You bring in your pass packages, rush the passer. How about this offense? Run the football right at you for the big gain, pick up the first down, catching this defense off guard.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. On the direct snap, it's Scott. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Has to throw this off his back foot. Brings it in down the left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Bobcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll take the deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bring in the heat. At the 15, he's loose. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
The #1 key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. And I wasn't sure they were were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Bobcats are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Bobcats want to move quickly. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dukes.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Reese. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, the pressure there.